As a society, we are constantly told that our ocean temperatures are warming, which will ultimately result in the demise of our wonderful and unique aquatic ecosystems. However, many people speculate and question how scientists really know this information. Welcome back to our podcast, where we discuss climate change and the science behind it. One of our subscribers, Mandy2006, has sent us in a question. She said, I recently saw a headline about the oceans heating up. How do we know that they are really warming? Well, ocean temperatures have been measured for decades, with the earliest records dating back to around the 1890s. The Voluntary Observing Ship Scheme, which is still currently running today, collected data by measuring the water temperature from a bucket that had been lowered into the ocean from a ship. Although this was an effective collection method at the time, it does result in many limitations. For example, the bucket would catch shallower water when being lifted back up onto the boat. Thus, the depth in which the water was retrieved from is unknown. Also, the water temperature would have been affected by the atmosphere around it when lifted onto the ship, ultimately leading to inaccurate results. Not only this, but these tests were mainly conducted in the Northern Hemisphere, leading to limited data available for ocean temperatures in the Southern Hemisphere. This data collection does not meet modern standards, but it does provide scientists a general understanding of ocean temperatures at that time. A variety of more high-tech devices have been developed since then, which provide much more accurate data results. In 1951, moored buoys were developed, which enabled data to be collected in a fixed location. In 1976, expendable bathythermographs enabled water temperature to be determined up to 800 meters below sea level. In 1979, satellites were used to measure water surface temperatures globally. In the year 2000, agro floats enabled data to be collected up to 2,000 meters below sea level. And finally, the most recent method, using mammals as samplers, enables scientists to collect data in places where humans cannot reach. Although each and every one of these data collection methods has their flaws, all the data collected can be put together to create a more accurate model of the change in water temperature over time. Due to the wide variety of data, it allows scientists to not only identify anomalies, but also to take into consideration factors that may have altered the raw data and thus make adjustments. Now, I know what you're thinking. Adjustments? I bet ocean temperature rising is exaggerated and it's all just a hoax. Well, let me explain. According to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, adjustments mainly occur within the early data from around 1890 to 1950, and it is actually adjusted to make the water temperature seem warmer. Due to the not-so-accurate surveying techniques of the Voluntary Observing Ship Scheme used at the time, scientists have taken into consideration that the water would have most likely cooled due to the cooler atmosphere around it when being pulled up onto the ship. As well as this, the cooler surface water being collected as the bucket was pulled out of the water would have also greatly affected the data. Yet, even with these adjustments, data clearly depicts a dramatic temperature increase of over 10% in just over 100 years. Now, to all the skeptics out there claiming that ocean warming is exaggerated by the scientific community to create a scare factor, how do you view it now? Clearly, ocean warming is not a hoax, as in fact scientists are trying to minimize the increase as much as possible. However, with how we function as a society, ocean temperatures will just continue to rise, and with the advanced surveying techniques used today, scientists will not be able to make so many adjustments and protect us from reality. In saying this, we must make a change in how we live today to protect our planet. To Mandy 2006, I hope this helped answer your question and provided some clarity on the situation. And to everyone else, thank you so much for listening. For more information on climate change and the science behind it, please subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.